are going to talk about, I wanted to kind of dive in with you guys a little bit on just some things I've been finding as I've been out holding appointments myself, things that are working here in 2025 for, just selling and selling differently. And, as I've been in this company 20 years, things do it's just little tweaks. Like the main bones of what we do is the same, but these are just some things that are going to help you sell more. Who's excited? Who wants to sell more at their appointments? Okay. Becky's like, pick me, pick me. Okay. I love that. Um, so the first thing I want to hit you with is just some magical words. Okay. Because sometimes you just need some words and the first thing that I will say about selling in today's business environment is that um, you have to really tell people, like, first of all, I'm never a huge fan of like, I don't know, I think in sales terms, it would be called like bait and switch, where you kind of tell people you're doing one thing, but you're really doing something else. And so I like to call the thing, which is like we do skincare and makeup lessons. We teach you how to take care of your skin and how to apply makeup, and it's pampering and that whole thing. And you guys have all been trained that way. But along that same line, like one of the things that I like to emphasize with people that I'm doing appointments with is yes, this is a free appointment. I'm going to come in, I'm going to teach you things. You're going to get to try things. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I also like to kind of plant the seed that, like, yes, this is free, but it's, I'm also selling the products that I have that day. So if you're loving something that, and I think that they always do, right? Because our product is that good, that it's going to be available for you to purchase that day. And so I like to, lately, I've been adding and including this in my confirmation emails, in my like kind of correspondences, text, when people ask, does it cost anything? This is sort of my newer magical wording, and I will post this in our team Facebook group. So, or if you want to screenshot it when I pull it up here, you're more than welcome to do that. But this is kind of my wording for that. Okay, so here's my wording. Um, so if people ask, well, I actually write, yes, the appointment is, yeah, there's no cost or pushiness. So you'll leave feeling super confident in your skin with a glowy finish. I usually come right to you or a friend's house for all the fun. There's no cost or pushiness. My beauty services are complimentary and are made possible through the support of product purchases. If you fall in love with anything I recommend, and I think you will, I so appreciate you choosing to shop with me. I'll have products with that day. It helps me keep this service fabulous and free for future appointments too. I have 19 years experience in beauty, so you'll learn a ton. Now, depending on who you are and what you got going on in the business, you might reword the bottom part. We've been talking a lot about branding and just making sure that things sound like you. So put your flair on this. Don't copy it verbatim. Like put what feels right for you. But I like for them to know that, like, yes, if you love things, I'm going to have it that day. And lately, I've been having a lot of appointments say, hey, if we want to buy stuff, like what payment methods do you take? Like they're emailing me that long before the appointment begins. And so I just think it kind of sets a tone. So if you're not setting a tone, they might not even know or understand how the appointment works or like how we, kind of how we work. So I would say that selling begins before the party is even being held. Like when you're booking it, when you're confirming it, using those words really has made a huge difference. Okay, so that's tip number one. I have 7 tips. Okay, so if you're a note taker, there's 7 things. So that was number one. Number two, this one isn't necessarily new, but this is just kind of a reminder because you know how you do things and then you stop doing something and you're like, why did I stop doing that? Okay, so when you're at the beginning of an appointment, whether it's a one-on-one appointment or you're doing a party with a bunch of women, you guys tell them at the beginning of the appointment what to expect at the end of the appointment. So for example, something that I've been saying lately is like, this is what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to walk you guys through step-by-step skincare. I hope you love the hand treatment. We're going to be doing that same thing to your lips. You're going to have super soft lips. We're going to do a quick makeup look, or if you're going to do those summer glow parties like Kate was just talking about, like totally, whatever. And the cool thing is when we're done, we're going to meet in the executive suite in Jess's living room. Ha ha ha. It's always a fun little joke. Even if you don't want to purchase anything, I still want to meet with you. But if you are tempted by anything today, I do have products in the car. Now, this is where you have to put what you have. Like I have inventory, so I say, oh, if you are tempted by something, I have products today, you can get it today. Now, if that's not your situation, that's okay. You just need to say, if you're wanting products, I'm going to place the order right away. You'll get it like super fast. And you get a gift, in the mail when it comes or something. I don't make it sound really fun. And I also take like all payment methods. So, just so you know, in case you love anything that I'm recommending, you can go ahead and circle it in your catalog. You can write it in their on their little profile sheet. They can write it here in this blank part. I always like to have people take notes. So again, you have to suggest that because an average person isn't just going to make notes in that little blank spot on the profile card because they don't know if they're supposed to write anything on that profile card. So you got to tell them that they can do that. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, this has been coming up, and actually Brianna and I had a great conversation about this. Number 3 is what I would call appropriate skincare. Okay, so if you want to sell more, this is going to seem counterproductive, but you just got to trust me on this. So Brianna was doing an appointment with some women in their 40s and 50s, and she said, well, should I do the Time Wise Miracle Set or should I do the Time Wise Repair? And when you're selling a product, Time Wise Repair is $215. So in your mind, you're like, oh, if they buy repair, that's like a $215 sale for me. But here's the thing, you guys. My MO is always I want my customers to love their product. I want them to use their product and I want them to trust me. So while the repair may be the right solution for them, I like to listen to their needs, right? So if they're like, oh, I don't use any skincare, but I want to get into it, maybe repair for their first set isn't maybe the best option for them, right? Maybe you'd start them on the miracle set because they're going to get great results with the miracle set. And then, you could even tell them that let's start you in the miracle set. And if we're feeling like we want to up your results, we can get you on repair. Same thing when I have appointments and there's young women there, I like to give them the Mary Kay skincare line because again, they're more likely to actually purchase that and be using Mary Kay skincare. My point is the skincare I want them using is Mary Kay skincare. Okay. I don't want them feeling like, oh, the skincare that you're offering is too much or it's not right for me. So then they go somewhere else and get skincare. I want them using Mary Kay skincare. So I do find that you sell more when people, we talked about branding and people buy from people they know, like, and trust, and they trust people. People trust people more than they trust businesses. So again, being authentic in that trust and recommending what you genuinely feel is the best product for their situation. Number 4. Okay. We have a set sheet. It's on our emilyschutte.com website. I sell a lot, not because this set sheet is some kind of like magical formula or anything like that. It's because the stuff on the sheet is the stuff that I sample. So the stuff that I sample is the stuff on the sheet, right? So make sure when you're doing appointments, whether they're color appointments or if it's just skincare, that you're either talking about or doing sets on the sheet. So for example, I usually do the miracle set. I usually do the hands and lips set. If I'm doing a color party, then I do the flawless complexion. So they're doing primer and foundation. I'm not giving them a brush, but I'm passing one around. The Easy 24/7 Glam, that's our dash out the door look. And then the Prep Clean and Depuff. I'm not doing the Indulge Soothing Eye Gel, but I'm doing the Micellar Water Eye Makeup Remover and talking about that. So again, that gives people, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets right there that I just talked about in part of this set. I mean, so I do a lot of 6 and 8 set specials because I'm demoing stuff. And it's so funny because I'll get out catalogs at the end of a party and I'll say, okay, just so you know, you can get anything individually out of our catalog. Just know it's a little confusing because the beginning is magazine-ish, meaning you read about the product. So if you're wondering what every single stinking thing costs, you got to flip to the back. Okay, so because of that, and then this is what I do. I pull the deal sheet. I have this sheet. I don't call it a deal sheet. I just say I have this sheet with everything grouped together that we did today. And I'm telling you, friends, there's always some woman at the party who's like, oh, thank goodness. Like she's just so grateful that I have this easily written out for her because again, this is not confusing. This can get confusing, especially if they're trying to dig and find the products that we did that night. This makes it easy because they can get it right away. Okay, number 5, there's only 3 left, or yeah, 3 left. Number 5 is Make sure that okay, I forgot to do this, I don't know, like twice last month at two of my like 18 parties. I forgot to tell people how they can pay me. And if you don't do that, they are wondering, does she take cards? I don't want to ask because what if she doesn't take cards? I'm telling you, they are thinking this. So you have to say it. I mean, you could even say it at the beginning. Sometimes I have people ask me ahead of time, but say, if you guys want things tonight, I have products in my car, whatever your situation is. I take everything. I take cash, check, credit cards, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I even take Zelle, and they usually get a charge out of that. Now, if you don't want to take all of those, you don't have to. It's just I've been doing this forever, so I keep adding payment methods. So I would recommend though cards, cash/check. That's easy, you guys. And then at least one electronic payment method. So if it's Cash App for you, if it's Venmo for you, if it's I wouldn't do PayPal necessarily. Typically Venmo or Cash App are the two that most people use more frequently. Zelle is kind of a wild card, but I just had someone pay that way literally 2 nights ago. So perfect. Yep, Connie. So Connie takes cards. So you just need to say it. That's the point. Like tell them how they can pay because that changes the deal for some people. Okay, number 6 and 7 this is a new-ish one. Okay. Um, and they're kind of related. So here's what I'm finding. More than ever today, in today's business environment, I have found women saying, um, is it okay if like a lot are buying on the spot? I'm selling a ton on the spot, but I'm having a lot more than usual saying, is it okay if I like, contact you in like a week or two and because I really liked a lot of things and get it. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I used to have a real bad attitude about this kind of customer. I used to be like, "Oh yeah, right. She's not going to buy anything from me. She's just saying that because she's being Midwestern and doesn't want to tell me she doesn't want to buy anything." Okay? So like don't have Emily's attitude. That used to be my attitude because for the most part in the past that was true. I want to tell you, friends, that in today's business environment, she means it. Okay, so I want you to start acting and treating her as though she means that because she actually means it. So, with that being said, if we're operating under the assumption that she means it, two things have to happen. One is you got to have a plan. We'll get into that in a second. But the second thing, okay, this is like the easiest little thing. Okay, your set sheet. Okay, I know you guys print off. I know how a lot of people work. You guys print off just enough, just enough. I don't want to like invest in color copies because it's like 40 cents a page or something. I don't know, it's not even that expensive, but and we sometimes even laminate them. You guys, I'm telling you, I print off like 50 of these. I even tell so all those people that say that, I say, you know what, if you want, I even say this to everyone at the party. If anyone here wants to keep a catalog, they can. If you don't, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Also, if you want to keep one of my set sheets, you can. I just want my sheet protector. So just take the sheet out. You guys, I've had more and more people taking this out of the set sheet, circling the heck out of stuff. And I'm not even joking. In the last 30 days, I have sold 3 $2.99 sets after the fact, like 1 and 2 weeks after the party, because I allowed her to take my set sheet home with her. So that's just a new tweak. It's nothing like, wow, Emily, wow, this is like the most revolutionary information I've ever gotten, but like suggest it. Like, hey, if you guys want to take a catalog home with you, you can. My info's on the other side. I always put my sticker on, or like I have a label printer. You can have a stamp or you can make stickers or something or print them off. Also, if you want to keep one of my set sheets, go for it. Just give me back the sheet protector. I just need the sheet protector. And a lot of times they'll take one of these home with them because this is how they prefer to shop. They do prefer to shop off of here. They really do. Um, so new thought. So the secondary piece to that is if they say that, you got to have a plan for it. Okay, so if she says, hey, is it okay if I order later? I just flat up ask at the party, like, what are you thinking? Are you thinking like you get paid Friday? Are you thinking next week? I just want to know. So if I don't hear from you, I know when to follow up or just, check in with you and see if you have product questions. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I was thinking Friday because I get paid, or I'm thinking next week because that's when I get paid. Awesome. And then I make sure that I write on her profile card when she wants me to contact her, and I do that. And I'm telling you, three $2.99 sets have gone out the door because I've been less crazy attitude about it and just like actually following through with them. And then they're following through too. So just some new tips to help you guys sell more in today's world. And you guys, and I just want you to know that I've been selling a lot of product. Okay. When sometimes there's a lot going on in the world, people want a small pick me up, and it's alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics are the three that are recession proof. I think ours is the most positive. Okay. So that's really great.